This is the one we didn't touch from yesterday. It's special because what does this squared actually mean? There's two of them. So you would write it out as, my iPad would go, hello buddy, okay, 3x plus 1 twice, 3x plus 1. You can't just distribute the exponent. So we're going to FOIL or double distribute. You can use the box method if you want. That's not really my thing. On a 2x2, I just do it like this. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared, because remember those both have 1s. 3x times 1 is 3x. Okay, now we'll switch. Now we're going to multiply the 1. 1 times 3x is 3x. 1 times 1 is 1. We're going to combine like terms in a second, but look at the middle. What do you notice about what we just got? What do you notice here? They're the same. Okay, the reason they're the same, any guesses? Why didn't I put two of the same thing? Yeah, because it's squared. You have two of the same parentheses, and so my middle terms end up being the same. That's going to happen every time. If you watch, that means I have double of the middle term. So combine those and you get 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. So it is 2 times the 3x, or double of 3x. We've actually done these before. This is called a perfect square trinomial. We did completing the square. So this is in the form a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. 3x squared is 9x squared. The middle is double of a times b, because there's two of them. And then 1 squared is 1. This is something special. There is a shortcut to know how to do it without actually doing the multiplication all the way out. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So on number 11, not using regular multiplication, you see a plus sign and a minus sign. These are actually conjugates. We talked about that word before. Same thing, different sign. If I multiply this out normally, I get 16n squared plus 20n minus 20n minus 25. What's going to happen to plus 20 and minus 20? They're going to cancel out, which means that my middle term is going to go away. So that's why you see up at the top, it's going to become a squared minus b squared. So you see a minus b, a plus b. So this is a sum and difference together. A is 4n, b is 5. This is a special product. So I know that my positive 20n, negative 20n would cancel out. So it's always going to become a squared minus b squared, or become a difference of squares. Okay, well that's 4n squared for a squared minus 5 squared, a difference of squares. 4n squared is, 4 squared is 16. So 16n squared minus, what's 5 squared? 25. You get the same thing if you FOIL it out, but I know that it's going to cancel out every time in the middle, plus 20n, minus 20n, then you can take the shortcut. Okay. On number 12, we've got a minus b squared. So it is a square of a binomial. You could write it out twice. But we're not doing that today. We're going to talk about how to do the shortcuts. So a is 9y. B is 2. That minus sign in the middle is going to be what determines which one you use. So if you look at the top of your page, that means that you're going to use the one that has the minus 2ab, not the plus. So it's going to be a squared, I'll do it in red actually, a squared minus 2ab, this is like the one you saw on the previous page, plus b squared. because you have two of the same thing, that's how you get the a squared and b squared. The middle terms will be the same, and so you have two of them. All right, we're going to kind of like plug in on this one. So using parentheses, a squared is 9y squared. Then you've got minus 2 times a, which is 9y, b, which is 2, plus b squared, which is 2 squared. So just like you would do any formula in like science or whatever, we're just replacing what we see. 9y squared is 81y squared. Hopefully that makes sense. 9 squared is 81. Y squared is y squared. Okay, and in the second term, you have to multiply. So we do the 9y times 2, which gets us 18y, and then we double it. So multiply by 2 again, so it's minus 36y plus 2 squared, which is 4. So the reason we end up with negative 36y is because if you were to FOIL this all out, you would get negative 18y, you combine them, 36. So remember, these are just shortcuts. At the very least, what I would hope is that you will start to recognize this pattern. Like, oh, I have two of the same thing, so something should happen every time I'll have two of the same in the middle. And eventually you might be able to do it by memorization, okay? This next one is where it gets fun. So you have a cube this time. It's a plus b cubed. A is what? It's actually just x. Or 1x if you want to do that. B is 2. I see why you said that. And then cubes get a little crazy. So that's what you see. It's called a cube of a binomial. If you want to do this like the long way, then all you have to do is like this. You have 3 of these. Just remember that what we talked about yesterday, you can only multiply 2 at a time. So you have to do like the first 2 and then multiply again out to the last one. We're not doing it the long way though. We're going to take the shortcut. It's probably like the same amount of time at this point as you're learning it, but we're just going to learn it. A to the third power plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. So you'll notice the a decreases as b increases. All right. Plugging in, a to the third would be, that's an easy one, x to the third. And we'll use parentheses for the rest. So plus 3, it's x squared, because it's a squared, times b, so 2. Plus 3a, which is x, times b squared, which is 2 squared, which we'll deal with in a second, plus b to the third, which is 2, so 2 to the third power. We need to simplify this. I know it's weird. We just need to multiply by that b. So the first term is fine. It's just x to the third power. But here you have to multiply the 3 times the 2. So that would get me 6x squared. This one, 2 squared is 4. So you're doing 4 times 3, which would give me 12x. And think about this for me. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. You've got a minus b cubed, so it is still a cube of a binomial. Again, you'd have to multiply it out like 3 times. We're not doing that because we're going to use a shortcut. A is 2x, b is 1. This time you have to use the one with the negative, and I'm going to make sure I write it down right. It's a to the third minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. And same kind of stuff. Take your a, take your b, plug it in. So a is 2x, so it becomes 2x to the third power. We'll figure that out in a second. This one's going to look a little crazy for a second. Minus 3 times a squared, so 2x squared, times b, which is 1, so that's not going to make a bit of difference, but we'll write it down anyways. Plus 3 times a, which is 2x, times b squared, which is 1 squared, which again doesn't make a difference. Do it anyways. And then minus b squared, which is 1, not squared, sorry, cubed. 1 cubed. Do your multiplication and exponent. Well, your exponents have to go first, and then you'll multiply whatever's next to it. So we already did 2 to the third power. What's 2 to the third power? 8. So this is 8x to the third. Here we have 2x squared, so we'll do that first. 2 squared is 4, x squared is x squared. So it's this one right here is 4x squared, and then I multiply by the 3. So 4x squared times 3, we get me, minus 12x squared, because the 1 doesn't make a difference. So 1 squared is 1. Our next one, we're just going to multiply 3 times 2x. 6x, and then what is 1 to the third power? 1. Does not tell me 3. 1 times 1 times 1. What I'd like you to do is try 15 and 16. You can either do it with regular multiplication or you can do it with the pattern. So that is 2x, 7. A squared minus b squared, 2x squared minus 7 squared, which is 4x squared. So it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared x squared plus 16x